Another thing is good to have is radios. I got radios in my truck, and I was just thinking about it. Like, you at least have two to communicate if somebody.
What do you mean by radio?
Like two-way radios,
shortwave radios,
shortwave radios, yeah. And it's good to at least have two.
But why though? Why do you have them?
Well, I usually do it when I go off-roading, because when we go off-roading, we go.
Nice to be able to spot.
You want to have at least two, so if someone goes out the house and communicate, but multiple if you also want to communicate with your neighbors too, right? Because like I got a neighbor down the street. We're pretty tight with. If something get tight, or I would like to. I'll give him one, and so we can communicate and kind of through multiple houses. Maybe I can pass some around so we can all stay on one accord. So
I was gonna say, on top of that, right? In addition to having like your immediate circle and then your extended circle, right? Your neighbors, etc. You can reach, so your radio may not be able to communicate across town, but there could still be relays and transmitters that can. And so you can get updates from National Weather Service, or somebody who may have been able to get to the nearest repeater. Maybe your radio, God willing, can reach that repeater, and you can actually contact somebody outside the city, right? And so it's also gonna allow you to kind of pick up other people's communication. So there might be some trucker on the interstate that's got some information, and you pick up that signal, and now you have that one update, that news update that you otherwise didn't get since your phone's not working, right? So,
and it's only like $50, but it's going to allow you to communicate in different areas, because you're going to need to know what's going on with the weather service and the civil authorities. You're going to need to know, but we can know what's coming. So if you hadn't, just look up base camp radio, so that way you can have that communication with all those broad ranges of frequencies.
You going out there to buy one of these radios today, these shortwave radios can do ham, they can do CB. You are required in peacetime, like in good times, to have a license to use that. You hear some folks chatting, which I've done. Do not hop on there and talk with them, because they're going to ask you for your call sign. There's folks out there that will report you to the FCC. So now they're legal to use in emergency scenarios.
Somebody's listening, y'all. So you just got to be careful.
Somebody's listening,
and they will coordinate your coordinates. But in an emergency situation, like I said, you want to do more listening and talking, because you haven't learned how to communicate on the radio.
Exactly.
You can't just get on the radio and just say, "Hey, my name is Fred, and I'm over." No, don't do that, because there's some other people who are not healthy.
Right.
And they're listening to that too.
And I think it's just probably good practice in a survival scenario. If you don't know what's out there or what the threat is, it's probably best just to listen until you kind of know what to do next, right?